Are you recording?
Yes, I'm recording. Thanks for asking me. I feel like we haven't brave babbled in a while, but I guess we really haven't brave babbled since we were all in
Kansas City.
Kansas City. So if you are in East Texas, just so you know, we are still going to do a get-together. I need to actually add that to my list of to-dos. I need to recreate the event. If you are near Casey Griffith, we will also be doing a get-together right there, like in her location. Yeah. It's going to be like a lunch, Courtney. I'm going to be driving. I'm going to San Antonio for a week for like a vacation. So we just thought we would just stop through and either, we haven't finalized decisions if we're going to do it at Casey's house or go eat somewhere with kids. My kids will be with me because I'm driving.
I'm literally right down the street from her, so I'm excited.
I didn't realize y'all live so close.
Yeah, Taylor and Hedo are right next to each other, right outside of Austin.
There were plenty of other employees.
So I'm excited about that.
I made friends with the other fellows.
That's
the
awesome.
work I did, if the market was active,
All right.
from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Sorry, I'm just.
I don't care for it anyhow.
Okay, I was just going through muting. So yeah, we'll get all those dates for you guys. I'm also traveling. I'm traveling from Texas all the way back here. My sister and I were going to spend like a whole week road tripping. We just haven't decided exactly where we're going yet. So for those of you here and those of you catching it, the replay or the recording, I just want to update you guys on some things we're doing really quick. From now on, when anyone joins your team, we are asking that you add that team member to your team page, not Be Brave family page. And the reason for this is there were a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is by the time we add everyone to all these pages, whether it's the new consultant page, which is an awesome page to add your people to, and then your team page, and then the group page, it becomes very overwhelming. And we don't want anyone to feel overwhelmed. We don't want anyone to miss out on the Be Brave family page either. So after about 30 days of your new team member being part of your team page, the directors will then be welcoming them into the family page. So we will all still be there, still doing what we do best, but this is going to hopefully bring the teams, Be Brave, Dreams Over Doubts, Made for More, Rockstar Sensations, and Fearless and Shine all closer together, tight-knit, and then still have our big family page. So when you have someone join, we're just asking that you welcome them to your team page, whatever team you're on. And then your director will add them to the other page. And the other thing we're changing, you're going to have to come up with a system on your own on how when you recruit people. So like the first year to year and a half of Cincy, of Be Brave being here, we didn't add random people to the team page when they were thinking about joining. We opened it up during a join special, and we've never closed it down. Well, Sabrina, she's a director of Sensational Rock Stars, and she went through and she helped us out and deleted a ton of people. We had over 400 people on our family page, but we really only had 275 team members. So there were that many people just hanging out. And so she took care of that and cleaned it up. So I will be honest with you guys. When someone joins my team, it's not very often that I need to add them to a team page to see what it's like, because I'm going to spend that time talking to them and sharing with them and doing what I can do. The people that I tend to add to the team page are the people that really aren't going to join anyways, or they need to be talked into too much. So those are a couple of changes we've made. I just wanted to make you guys aware of. The other thing I thought I would share with you, in case you don't know, in case you're new, or in case you've been around forever and you don't know, if someone has sold Cincy before and they want to come back, they can come back for free. So I put a post up tonight, and if you're friends with me, you may see it. And I've had over 15 people comment, right? And I've had 3 messages from people wanting to come back. It was kind of mind-blowing. A lot of those were on Be Brave before. Their upline has gone inactive, or there were a couple of them that were not on my team, but they are friends with me. And as long as they have been gone 6 months or longer, they can join your team if you were not their original sponsor. If it was someone that was on your team, they can come back after 3 months. They need to send an email to accountservices@cincy.com with your consultant ID, and also, or they can try and call. I've seen both ways work. When you do the email, it takes a little bit longer. And I just wanted to say, awesome. I just checked our numbers and we have officially hit 30,000 for the month, which is amazing. We always, I don't know, I'm pretty sure we're gearing up. Probably we'll end the month between 60 and 70,000 in sales is my guess. But we hit 30,000 right here on the 16th. So I was watching it all day because we were so close. So awesome job, everyone. We're having a really great month. And if you feel like August is just so slow for you, I just really want to encourage you to try and get a party or two. That's what Lisa came over today, and we sat outside. Our kids were swimming, and we just sat outside, and both of us kind of really wanted to work, but we just didn't. And we just sat there talking about all the things we could or should be doing right now, but instead we just sat there. So, but one of the things that she and I discussed was parties. Like, if we need new customers or we need sales, we have got to get parties. So tonight, I want to share with you guys about parties. So one of the things, a lot of you guys are new. You don't really know my journey. You don't know my story, but I'll tell you, the first 9 months of my business, I ran it by what I call party on the goes. These have become drastically more popular, and you see them all over, people doing them. It's like it was a play on basket parties. So I joined, and a couple months later, I decided I was going to go at this as a business, and I realized how close I was to that sensational start. And I was reading that handbook. I had missed Shooting Star. I was reading the handbook, and I saw, I want level 2. At that point, it was $2,500. I was going to get like $250 or maybe $125 product credit. And I'm like, free? Yes, I want that. The downfall for me was that we were traveling to Texas, and I was going to be staying there for a month because my husband was going to school. I had a baby and then my toddler, and I'm like, well, I've got to do this. So I went to the dollar store, and I picked up these. I didn't even pick up Walmart ones because it was January, and they didn't have any at Walmart for some weird reason because it wasn't the beginning of school. So literally, this thing is so dusty. It's one that I used in my first 8 months of Scentsy. And I have, see, it's broken. I have little tabs on here I made before I really knew how to do graphics, but that's cute, where it says party on the go. And then on the back, it has my first business card. This is kind of really cute. But this is how I ran my business for the first 8 months. And what I would do in this is very similar to what I still do today. Now, we're military. We live in Florida. We've got family in Texas. So I used these things to help me out by mailing them. And I have always, except one time, I have gotten them mailed back. The one time it was not mailed back, she actually said, oh, I threw it away. I thought it was trash. I was like, what? But okay. But because I'm also very, if you know anything about me and what I preach, I'm all about saving money, not spending too much money on your business. Now I just feel like when we spend so much money making samples, when we spend so much money sending mail, and you don't see any money coming back in, that is going to discourage you faster than anything. So this was very cheap for me. I mailed it, I think it was about $6 to $7. I would mail this whole thing. And then the hostess always mailed it back. I never had a single person complain about having it mailed back to me. I didn't offer to pay it to mail back to me, and they just mailed it back. So what did I put in here? I put in catalogs. I put in order. I usually put in like 2 catalogs because, again, I'm kind of greedy with my catalogs because they're not cheap. About 2 catalogs, some order forms. I always put in a sample order form, and I would put in like 12 mini testers. I love the mini testers. Every transition period, I actually only buy mini testers. They're easier for me to carry around than the big ones. And I would have 3 to 5 of these out every single month. What does that tell you? If I've got 5 of these out and they all qualify, that's $1,000 if they're only $200 parties. So this is how I ran my business for the first 8, before I hit director, the first 9 months, and then I hit director. This is how I did it. And then I started getting to know people in my area because I joined and I didn't know anyone where I lived. So if you feel that's you, I did it too. I didn't know anyone here, and I still have grown a successful business. So that is what I did early on. What I'm doing now, and I wanted to share with you guys, and I shared that with you because if you're newer or you don't feel like you're making a lot of money, what I'm showing you, I'm not saying, hey, go spend money on this. First of all, I ordered these bags on Amazon, and they're a little big. So actually tonight I reordered some smaller ones, and I'm mailing these back. But what it is a clear bag. it's almost like it is a basket party, right? And this will have to be people that are local to me, right? Because I'm not mailing this sucker out. So this is for people that are local to me. And ideally, it'll be about half the size, the ones coming in. And it's clear, it's a bag. You want clear because people, when they carried it around, people are going to get interested. Or you don't want something that zips with the top or whatever. I've taken like Borrow bags to people and I've tried to zip it up. And I think, why am I doing that? Because like I took it to church for a lady and what good was that if no one could see the top? So I'm going to show you guys what I had put inside of it. Again, once I get my new ones in, I'll definitely take a picture and show you guys the real thing. But what I've got here is a whole bag of mini testers. Again, if I was just starting out, there's no way I would invest in a lot of these. I would take one. If I was new and I was going to run my business and use bag parties, I would probably have 2 of them. That way you have one on hand with all of them and not divide them up. And then I would divide this one up into 3 or 4 bag parties. But for my case right now, because I have way too many of these, I'm putting as many as I can in a bag. But you see, I'm still using these dollar zipper bags because they're that great. So one of them has just testers for people to smell. I have another one, and I'm going to share what I put in it. I have a paper that I created with our story a few months ago, and I put it in there. It's just simply about me, my family, why we joined Cincy, what Cincy's done for us, the trips we've taken, all of that. Something about me for them. I did this on my computer. I printed it off of my printer. You don't have to be big and fancy going to Vistaprint, printing all this fancy stuff and spending a lot of money. Use your own resources that you already have. The other thing I have, and I will upload this document onto the group page for you guys to use. So it's another piece of paper. And it says, I booked a Cincy catalog party, now what? And then it gives the hostess tips and tricks and things to do. One of the things it says is, I'm not going to be able to give you tons of free Cincy if you don't carry this bag around with you. If they take that bag around with them, they're going to find people to order, plain and simple. I give them tips on Facebook on what to do, like they need to post, they need to engage, remind their friends that it's going on. I give them my information, my phone number, just all the helpful information they need there. In here, I also have the spring and summer hostess guide. I'm going to guess your director probably has uploaded it on your team page. I don't know. It's on my team page. I don't think I put it on the group. If you don't have it or it's not on your team page, let me know and we'll get it. We'll get it uploaded on the group. But it's simply got someone, I don't make these, someone that's like great at graphics and Cincy makes these and gives them to the directors for us to share. And it gives all the information, like make your list of what you want, gather up orders, then you give them to me. And then it goes through and it just talks about different products, the page numbers where you can find like cleaning products and laundry products. It gives the compensation plan, why you should join. So here's the compensation plan it gives, and it even talks about the incentive trip. So if someone wants to get this, you didn't even talk about it. They're reading through these papers and they're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Instead of that Mediterranean cruise, it's all right here. And then you can follow up with them based on this information. I put 3 catalogs in. I will probably add some product lists because I'm a product list. Honestly, I'll probably only put 2 catalogs because I only bought 1 thing in catalog so far. And I'll add some product list into it. I love product lists. And the other thing I have in there are order forms. Now, I didn't fill this out, but I always have a sample order form. People are confused. They don't know how to do and I always put like 6-pack and I write the name of the bars. I believe the new one, oh yeah, see the new one doesn't even have product codes. That's great. And just to show them what to do. One helpful tip if you're doing a bag party is to take a highlighter or a pen and highlight all the information up here. Highlight their name, their email, their phone number. So hopefully they will get all that information. And my note to my hostess, a lot of times I'll write, ask them to get as much information as they can, that way for warranty purposes. And it's true, if they contact you, you'll already have their email and all that, but you can add them to your mailing list. Now, I'm also going to throw in some samples. Right now I've got washer whiffs. I'll throw in a couple more samples for them to use. And I usually put a couple of, we all use wax in our home. And for me, I always have 1 or 2 little cubes left. I hold on to those and I give them to my hostesses for them to take around so they can see how big, they can show people how big the clamshell is. And also so they can let people experience it. They can put it on at work, whatever. I'll also put a scent circle or car bar, whatever you have. And then I usually put a room spray in it. Now, you may consider putting any other products, but don't go buying all this stuff to put in it. All this stuff literally just came from my stock that I've gotten free or half off. Now, how many of you subscribe to Ipsy? Any of y'all? No, me, just me. Okay, well, Ipsy is makeup, and they send these cute little bags every month, and I don't ever know what to do with them. And they're small, they're not big enough for all my makeup, but what I'm doing now is I'm taking the cute little bags, and inside here are mini testers only for the Go. So I need to put a tag on here. These are just the testers for the Scentsy Go. Because as you're doing the Scentsy Go, oh, I put it in here. As we're promoting the Scentsy Go, my hope would be eventually to have a couple to throw in bags. But again, that's a big investment. You'd want to get it half off, and it's still a bigger investment. So I put the flyer in here. And then on the back of the flyer, it says every scent that it comes in. So every scent that the Go comes in is separated in here so they can smell. Because it's not every scent. Plus, we've got weathered leather in there, which we don't have anymore. So what I did on the workstation, this was cheap. I feel like it was $2 each. I'm not really sure, but I got them this month. This month would be the month to do it if you decided to do this. But I ordered 5 mini testers of each scent that is in the Scentsy Go. And then I can divide these up into 5 parties. Here's the thing, even if you just put together a Scentsy Go party and someone sells how many? How many? Oh my gosh, thank you. 4, you've got a qualified party. Like, so if you can invest in these, or even if someone's local to you and y'all just want to split them, literally the bags are like $1 something each. So right now I've got them all right here. These are all mine. So a Scentsy Go party would be a very good thing to have as well. So those are my bag parties. They're simple. I don't overdo it. I think too much is too much in anything. So you want to keep it nice, tight, not neat, tidy is the word I'm looking for, not tight, tidy, and all that good stuff. Does anyone have any questions about the bag party before I go to Facebook party? No? No? Oh, I was going to show you all this. And also on the Scentsy Family store, they gave us this at Reunion. If you have not seen it, it's an on-the-go party with itself. It has all the stuff you need. Again, I mean, this is just a little too pricey for my taste, if I'm 100% honest with y'all. But it's a cute thing, and it's awesome. So if you want it, go and get it. Let's see what Christina Harmon says. Yes, sorry, you see that. Thank you. Okay, let's move to Facebook parties. I will tell you, if you've been around for some time, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, Cassie's showing us another Facebook party. Well, here's the thing. I really feel like you can, I put them in. Okay, let me go back to that. Okay, so when I mail out a party on the go, they mail it back to me. Most of the time, every single time I've sent out a party on the go, it's to someone that I know and I trust. So they're going to get it back to me, right? Now, in those instances, they usually send me a picture or an email or something with all the orders, okay? And yes, so they send them all the orders to me because they're collecting them. Like, say my friend Jennifer in Texas, she does a party. And what she does is she collects all these orders. They all know they're getting free shipping. They work to get that 200. And then she sends me all the orders with the pictures. And some of them have credit card numbers. If they do not have credit card numbers, then they wrote their check out to her, or they gave her cash, and then she turned around and gave me her credit card number. So on those parties, everything is a credit card. And many times they give it to me ahead of, like, they'll give it to me and then mail me the stuff back, and then their stuff goes to them. So you want to make sure it's with someone you trust, especially if you're going to take, if you're going to put the order in. I would just suggest getting the credit cards before you put the order in. So that's how I do it. But yes, you can use those and also turn them into a Facebook party, and they can order from your party page like Courtney said. Okay, so let me go on to Facebook parties, and then I will go back to the questions if there are more. So my Facebook parties have kind of been sucking, if I'm 100% honest. And I was on a call with a few star directors the other day, and we were just talking about Facebook parties in general. And one of the girls said that every Facebook party she has done has qualified. That's a big thing, because if you're on here and you have had a Facebook party that has not qualified, please raise your hand. Exactly, right? So she said every Facebook party she's ever done has qualified, and most of them are over, wait for it, $400. I'm like, what? Facebook? Like, I've had a couple big ones, but not many. So she shared with me the video, and I shared it on the group page, I think. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I probably shared it on all the pages. I'm not sure. I watched it today, and it was a really good video. She kind of explained it to me, so I kind of just wanted to go through it with you guys. And then we will, not we will anything. Then my hope is over the next week to put mine together and do a sample one and have it on the team page as an event, kind of like I've done before. So with this one, I will also post the video again, because in the video she shares links to her pre-party checklist. She's got a checklist. She's got the date, the period, and then you check off when you do it. I'm a checklist kind of girl, so that's perfect for me. And she has the Facebook script on here. She does not follow like the tag team kind of Facebook party. She recommends not putting a lot of posts on there before the party, because how annoying is that? She was talking about how often do we attend Facebook parties? They're like, oh, do you like this product? We'll be back here live in 5 days. And it's like, come on, let's just do the party already. So what she does, the biggest difference that I saw is that she is very organized, first of all. She has a binder with every month of the year, and she keeps track of them with every single party out there. So 10 days before the party, she contacts the hostess, and she asks the hostess to send her 5 names. These 5 people are going to be her VIPs. These are the 5 people that her hostess knows will show up to the party. The hostess believes they're going to interact, and the hostess probably thinks they're going to order. Okay, so I'm doing a party for a friend because I want a mom. This is legit, right? And I'm like, I'm not really good with parties. I don't have people that attend parties. I can throw them all day long, but I just don't have that. And so I put a feeler out. And when I saw a couple people said they were interested, I knew those couple people were going to order. So I was like, set up the link. You know people around you, just like your hostess does, and they know certain people that are going to support them, that love the product, or that just order anything because they do. So you ask your hostess for 5 VIP. Those are going to be the VIP things. And then you ask her for their address and name, and you send them a packet. You put a packet together for these 5 VIPers. You can put a catalog in it. You can put a freebie in it. You can put some samples in it. Whatever you want to do, and decorate the envelope. Make it fun. You know, don't make it too big and bulky, because again, you don't want to pay a lot for shipping. But something to make them feel special. She also, something I really like that she did, she adds in an invitation. So it seems more like a party and not just, it seems more like a home party is what she was saying, sorry. So she uses invitations. She puts them in there, they're invited. The other thing she throws in there, no, this is for everyone. So she does that. She puts it together. And then what she does is she has the hostess set up the party. How many of you have your hostess set up your parties? Wow, yeah, me either. I'm all the time setting up those parties, right? So you want to have your hostess set up the party. They want to add you so you can go in and edit the information. That way you can add in whatever you need to add. And the reason for having your hostess set up the party is that way your hostess's friends see that the event has been set up. They're going to see it when especially you want them to make it public. They're going to see it when your hostess posts in it. If they're not friends with you, they don't get a notification when you post in that event unless they have RSVP. And then plus, the key thing she said she is coaching her hostess to set up a party because she's always, I wrote it down somewhere. I guess that is what I wrote. She's always coaching them to become a consultant, because her hope is that her hostesses are going to be flipped and be her consultant. So she's teaching them off the bat, this is what you do. So that's what she does. She has them do it. And then she goes in and she puts up a post, and the timeline is on the paper underneath her video. And she puts on a post that says, thank you for RSVPing. She puts up that post. And then in the comments, she puts up there like, thank you for RSVPing, you're getting which free sample would you like? And she has created a graphic with like 2 choices of samples that she's already created. And she tags people in the comments, because then it's going to get bumped and people keep seeing it, thanking them for RSVPing, reminding them, let me know which sample you want, I'm going to stick it in the mail. So she tags everyone who's RSVP'd, and she said doing that, she sees before the party even starts, more and more people RSVP because it's something free. We can offer free, or we can send free samples. We can put that out there. That's not offering anything that anyone else can't do. So that's okay. So 6 days out is when she mails her 5 VIP packets and all the samples. Okay? And all of them, no, the VIPers are the one that they all get a invitation. So in the sample packs and the VIP, actually you're freaking me out right now. This seems like a lot, but once she has a checklist, you can actually go through it and it'll help a lot. You'll understand it better. But once in the packet and then on her page, she asked them, once you have your sample, please share with us which one, or share with us a picture of you with it or something. So the other thing she said she does for booking purposes, every piece of mail that she sends out, and I've seen this done before, it's actually pretty smart, but she goes to the dollar store, she gets a deck of cards, and every piece of mail she sends out gets one card. And you have to be willing to use that perpetual reward towards that. And what it is offering, like, if the number is 10, you get a $10 nightlight warmer if you host a qualified party. Anytime you offer anything, you want to make sure you say a qualified party. That way they don't host a party and they get a $25 order and then they think they're getting half off because you didn't get a perpetual reward then. So you want to make sure you always say qualified party. But she uses that as a booking. She goes ahead and she puts it in their ear in the mail. And then, of course, she does the booking portion at the party. But using the deck of cards allows you a fun way to show them like a booking. You write on the back with marker. But you also realize you're using the perpetual reward. So if you're sitting on a 3 and you say you get a nightlight, any nightlight warmer you want for $3 for hosting a qualified party, you pay the other 7. Or you can figure that out in your sales to figure it out, but that comes off of you because you can use that perpetual half off to make it 10. So there's that. So the morning of the party, the other thing she does that makes it special and unique is she sends the hostess a personal message with an insider tip, okay? And she tells the hostess to send a message to all her people that are coming that morning and remind them, and tells them like about 10 minutes before the party that the consultant is going to make a post about what beverage are you drinking for the party. I know y'all see graphics like that probably. And if they post a picture in the comments of themselves with their drink, they're going to get a double entry into the door prize. Now, of course, you can't post anything publicly about the door prize. You can say stuff like you get Happy Mail or fun stuff like that that's in compliance. But if they do it in personal message, it's okay. So then that gets people excited. It gets them posting on that. It gets a picture of them. It gets them already interactive because they got the insider information about a way to get double points into the giveaway. So I will share that video again. She literally shares all these papers. And one thing she stressed, or the girl that I spoke with last week stressed, is these parties may be a lot of work up front, prepping them, getting them ready, getting them organized, but they pay off. Like she said, she's never had a party with less than 400. So to me, the differences on this party is that you've got your potential customers already involved. They've already gotten mail from you. You've already got their address. Your hostess is clearly involved at this point because she's helping you do it. And the more your hostess does, the higher rewards they're going to get. So myself, I am traveling like the whole month of September. And I have set a goal to get parties, Facebook parties, because, well, I used to be able to travel to Texas and get home parties, but at this point, everyone's on my team or there's somebody else's customer. So I don't have that luxury anymore. So I need Facebook parties. And I'm going to be using this method over this weekend. My hope is to get this put together and get a sample one on the page on how I would be doing it. But again, the way I do it is not the way you have to do it. And I would encourage you guys to go find that video, or I'll post it or whatever, and then watch it because she explains it. I mean, she is organized. She's got a whole little system back here with like a filing system on everything already copied that she sends out. Like Mel and Cassie, we don't get along. So me, I would need to do that. I would need to prep monthly and have these things ready to go. She also shares a few more tips that she puts in there for her VIPers that you should just go to the video and watch, because I just wrote down the things that I took away the most from it. I really think if we try this, our Facebook parties would like explode, because it seems just genius to me. Because a lot of times it's hard, if you're like me, it's hard to beg our hostess to please interact, please participate, please do this. And then, especially if they ignore you. But this way, they're instantly involved. You're getting addresses of their people. I just think it's absolutely genius. Let's see what these comments say. Christina, that is awesome. Yes, so they can get the Go for $25, which is great. And then I guess we could get the Go Pods for $5. So that's kind of a good way, even as a perk for you. If you ever have extra half-off stuff, get some pods for $5. Especially if you're selling the Goes, get some pods for $5, and then you can give one away as a gift. I mean, don't be spending money to give away, but I'm just saying, like, in the future. It is a good video. I'm excited to try it too. And I would love, love, love to see you guys share that video on your team pages. Share your biggest takeaway from it. And then once you try it, let us know, like, what you thought about it, how you felt about it. Wow, I think that is the longest I have talked on a call in a long time. I don't normally come on here and train. We normally just chat. So now it's open. Does anyone have any questions, thoughts, concerns, anything you want to add because you just want to?
I got to get some bag parties out. I got these huge bags from the dollar store.
That's good.
I'm going to put a buddy and stuff in them because they're huge.
I like that. See, that's smart. Go to the dollar
And they
store.
were only $1.
Mine costs $10, so maybe I just need to return them.
But I took all the purple ones if you live by me. Sorry.
I do. That's awesome. Yeah, Christina, that's great. Beth, I did put it on the family page, but I will throw it on there again as well. That way it's on the top. And I'll put it in the event for this call as well, just in case y'all can't find it, because I know things tend to go pretty quickly on there. So, but guys, let me share with you about these bag parties. I know, like, this bag party came from a girl, prepared to be blown away, that I went to boot camp with. When you're a director, you can go to home office and go what's called director boot camp. Casey is going in October, I believe. Yes, October. So that's exciting. But I went to boot camp with this chick. She doesn't have kids or anything, and her story's kind of, I don't know. I was just always kind of inspired by her, but she shared this on her boot camp page. I went and rewatched it today to make sure I shared everything she puts in it. She uses the clear bags. She has 10 clear bags, and she gets them out every single month. Most of her parties are bag parties, y'all. She posted 2 weeks ago in our boot camp director page, just being funny, saying, is there any kind of special bonus when you hit annual sales in just 3 months? Those of you that were union, do you remember what annual sales is? Annual sales award runs from May 1st to April 30th, and it's when you sell $30,000 in that 12-month period. Now, sorry, I got to text messages. I'm a pretty decent seller. I'm normally a $2,000 a month seller, but I've never hit that award because I'm always about $5,000 off. To get it, you have to sell about $2,500 a month. $2,000 for me sometimes, it's like I just have to get there. And I'm not going any further, but I just need to get there. So this chick, using her bag parties, has hit over $30,000 in 3 months. 3 months. I'm like, what? And when she posted that, I'm like, you were joking. And she's always posting about her $11,000 a month, or $12,000 a month, or $10,000. Y'all, I'm just gonna do this really fast. I'm getting all these text messages. They need to just chill. Let's see. When you hit $2,000 a month, you get an extra 5%, right? So you make 30% on everything you sell. And that is why I aim for it, because I posted last month the difference in my pay was like $300 versus $700 on my personal commission. So say she sold $11,350 on her personal, only her commission, not even the extra bonus she gets on her wholesale. She made over $3,400. $3,400 on her personal sales. That is a crap ton of money. Now, Cassie is never going to sell $10,000 in a month. I have way too many other things going on. And that's one thing we have to realize, that you guys all need to realize, is that don't compare yourself to other people. I was watching a video from a lady last night, superstar director Allison Dalkey. She's pretty amazing. I think I just shared her her blog on our group page because it was pretty great. I have followed this girl from day one. She inspires me. She's a godly woman. I just love her and her husband's relationship. And she was sharing that when they started 10 years ago, the one thing they had on their side, and I've never thought about this, they didn't have social media. People didn't even use credit cards. It was checks or cash. They had to like talk to people. But the one good thing about that is not having social media. You didn't see what everyone else was doing. You didn't know what everyone else was doing. So you didn't compare yourself to a single person. I was like, that's amazing, because I know, like, I get caught up in comparing myself to other people. Like, why am I not doing that good? Why am I not there already? Why am I not, like, what do I need to do to be better? Comparison is horrible. So when I tell you those stories, this girl selling $10,000 a month, don't compare yourself to her. We all have different stories. But that's pretty amazing. But she does it all with her bag parties, which I think is like crazy amazing, right? So I would encourage you guys, home parties is where it's at. But if that's not anything you're comfortable with, or you don't have time, or whatever the case is, get yourself some bag parties and some Facebook parties. But don't go investing a ton of money. Get yourself to the dollar store, like Lisa just said. Get some bags. Use the testers you already have. You don't have to buy many testers. If you're sitting here and you're like, you know what, there's no way I'm doing home parties because you just know it just doesn't fit for you, then break up your testers. I've broken up mine before, and then I got a home party, and then I had to go cry out to Sabrina, can I use your testers? Especially if you have someone local to you. That's what part of our family is, when you do have local people where you can share like that. Okay, y'all got me talking again. See, I don't ever shut up. Okay, anybody else have anything else they want to add or say? Hi, Ashley. She's so silly. Ashley Dolan. Courtney, how are you doing? Oh, she froze, or she's gone. Okay, well, I will not keep y'all any longer. I hope you guys got some good takeaways. What I would ask you to do